And I hope people bear in mind, as this war rages on, just remember why I'm doing this.
I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels. And I'm shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, who the is this child, cold, arrogant?
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do.
There's certain lines you cross, and you cross it with the wrong people, and that's what you did. Just wait. I don't get sidetracked, but you know what I mean? I'm focused, and I'm coming. Ethan's suing me. Ethan's stalking me. Ethan's all this. Yup! I'm doing all that! I'll see you soon.
So, it's looking like Ethan is coming for all of them. He isn't done with Noah Samson, and it's looking like he has plans for Bad Empanada. But your local basement-dwelling Twitter lobotomite, Gato Famador, or Queen in Yellow, has gone in full-on hiding, privating their Twitter account in response to the announcement that Ethan plans on suing more people. And this guy, Gato, seems to be at the top of the list. You might be asking, why? Who is Gato? Well, he seems to be a central figure for propagating the malicious narrative that caused CPS to be called on Ethan. But that's not all. Apparently, Gato is the creator of multiple snark subreddits that have been core to the defamation against Ethan. It's really looking like this guy's about to find out that being a proxy for unhinged people like Hassan and Taylor Lorenz have consequences. And it's looking like Bad Empanada might actually face some consequences himself for the absolutely unhinged attacks against Ethan, and probably being the creator of the narrative that Ethan's kids got sick from eating dog feces and living in an unkept environment. Things that were just completely untrue. The guy thought, hey, I don't agree with this guy politically. Let's destroy his life. Well, it's looking like what goes around comes around, because Ethan seems to be awfully confident that him being in Argentina won't stop him from applying some sort of legal pressure to him. Check this out.
And I hope people bear in mind, never forget, as this war rages on, just remember why I'm doing this. And I don't get sidetracked, but you know what I mean? I'm focused, and I'm coming. We're going down the line. If you thought I was joking, I hope those 3 copyright lawsuits put that thought to rest, because every one of you motherfuckers that I said I'm coming for, that I hold responsible, guess what? It's only a matter of time. Remember how confident Denims was? Oh, really? You're going to sue me? Where's the lawsuit? I'm waiting. She does like this. Well, wait's over. I'm going to say it. Noah Samson, I didn't forget about you, scumbag. Daddy's watching and taking notes. And also, there's someone else special out there that thinks that they're safe and sound. Bad Empanada, you're not. I promise you I'd find you. And a promise is a promise.
All right.
Right? You go, if someone's in Argentina, just because someone's in Argentina, they can't say and do whatever they want. That seems crazy, right? Yeah, that's not exactly true. There's certain lines you cross, and you cross it with the wrong people, and that's what you did. Just wait. Just wait. Okay? I can't wait for videos crying. Ethan's suing me. Ethan's stalking me. Ethan's all this. Yup! I'm doing all that. I'll see you soon.
You can run, but you can't hide, Bad Empanada. God, if anyone deserves to be buried under a pile of lawsuits, then it would have to be Bad Empanada. The dude is an absolute scumbag, and Ethan's hate for him is 100% justified. The guy took a political disagreement and tried to encourage his audience to ruin Ethan's life based off nothing but some sort of schizo idea he came up with in his head that he thought would make Ethan look bad. Trying to make some sort of parallel that, of course, he doesn't care about Palestinian children because he doesn't even care about his own kids. Even though both are just a complete made-up fantasy. You know, for a guy that goes off on people for criticizing Hassan based off nothing but vibes and not facts, the fact that he did this is crazy.
He lets his dogs all over his mansion, and he just leaves the on the floor, something that is probably related to the fact that his former housekeeper is suing him for a number of different reasons. So I would assume he doesn't actually have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like covered in dog, and he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog, and God forbid, I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it or if it's just from like contact with it with their hands or something, but they contracted a parasite that I had previously never heard of in my life called Giardia from the dog that is all over his house.
Dude, how is it that like maybe once a week I look into what Ethan Klein's been up to, and every time I manage to find more and more terrible shit.
No wonder his house is covered in dog and his neglected children raised by nannies have contracted parasites previously unknown to science from the feces. I wonder why he skipped over all of this, because everything that I said in this story, which by the way was apparently compiled by his crew, playing.
No wonder this motherfucker's always sick. Yeah. It all makes sense now. It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is this happening?
Yeah, Bad Empanada gets everything he deserves. This guy is unhinged. Yeah, I'm surprised this guy even has a platform at this point. With behavior like this, you would think this guy would have been axed off of everything. See, you have people like Bad Empanada that serve as like a proxy for the more unhinged activities of communities like Hassan's. And typically these people haven't saw any sort of repercussion for doing stuff like this. Because one, Bad Empanada is in Argentina. And this guy Gato is an anonymous Twitter account. But it looks like Argentina or anonymous, that isn't stopping Ethan. He has already unmasked Gato and is drafting lawsuits on him as we speak. And it sounds like Asmongold might want to tag himself in on this situation. Because he's had a bad history with Gato himself. And it's looking like he would love a piece of this lawsuit against him.
So this person, who's this individual, right? And did they at this person at all? So this is an individual right here. Now, this person liked to make a bunch of posts about me. They like to say a bunch of negative stuff about me. Things about how I kill my mom. Things about how I'm a racist, a Nazi. You know, stuff like that, just like the usual, the classics, right? And all the classics. And so anyway, they put their account on private. They said it's a protected account. Now, why did that happen? It's because of the enforcer. He says, many of you have seen this Twitter user, Gato Fumador. And because of his obsession with us and the depravity of his attacks, he is frequently retweeted by the likes of Hassan Piker and Taylor Lorenz as part of their defamation campaign. They will signal boost his more sane tweets to make sure everyone sees his depraved takes. They have retweeted or commented hundreds of times. Unfortunately, being an internet fall guy has its downside. Specifically, the most obvious, being held responsible. For the longest time, these, quote, attack dogs have operated with impunity, relying on their anonymity to protect them. They revel in their impunity, uttering things a public person would never say, specifically persistent defamation of the worst kind and the most brazen kind. In today's age of rapidly improving technology, anonymity is nearly impossible to maintain, even for a throwaway Twitter account. For example, the operator behind this account is a 37-year-old single male who is currently unemployed, living with his parents, named D. You know, D is first name, B is last name. You don't need to know his name. He just needs to know that I do. The person is clearly down and out, and it's a shame that instead of improving his life, he's dedicated all his time and energy into snarking strangers on the internet. Now, as a result of his unforgivable attacks on my family, his outlook is even more bleak. He's facing down a lifetime of soul-crushing debt and litigation. He doesn't have a wage now, but if he ever does crawl out of his mother's yellow-walled basement, I will be garnishing every cent he earns for the rest of his life. I'll tell you this, right, is that this person really had a lot of shit to talk about me too. So, like, if Ethan needs a tag team on this, just hit me up, bro. Like, just hit me up. People like this love to talk shit. They love to talk, bro. Like, and I like to I love to listen. What can I say? 2v1 in court. Yeah, bro. We're gonna put these people back. Like, we're gonna ruin this person's whole life, bro. Like, that's it. And the thing is that these people, you gotta understand that these people are the worst, man.
Looks like the day of reckoning is right around the corner for your local lobotomites. I guess they're about to learn that coming up with complete, unhinged lies about people you just don't like on the internet just to try to assassinate their character for whatever reason actually has consequences. Especially when the person you are coming at has millions of dollars. So Ethan not only has the means to retaliate, he has the want as well. And now, Asmongold is talking about wanting in as well. Good luck with those legal bills, guys. Jeez. This is probably going to end up being really bad for you guys in the end.
There are a handful of attack dogs that operate similarly on Twitter to the benefit of Hassan Piker and Taylor Lorenz. They know who they are. I have the time and money to find each and every one of you. As you have reveled in your anonymity as a means to defame me and attack my family and my children, I now revel in shining a light into your pathetic corner of the internet where you exist. I am coming for all of you. In the meantime, whoever this guy's name is, you'll be hearing more from me soon. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, Ethan Klein. This is amazing. Like, you can't even write shit this good, bro. Like, this is insane. The Joker arc continues? Yes. 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 Oh my God. Holy shit. A 37-year-old male. Yes, exactly. This is a 37-year-old unemployed retard that lives at his mom's house. As opposed to me, a 35-year-old unemployed retard that lives at my mom's house. This guy's a fucking loser. Wow. They are the worst. And I'm so glad that now, like, see, this is the thing, is that I hope that these people know that they created this. Ethan didn't want to do this. All he wanted to do was make videos, but they had to go and call him a Nazi because he said that it wasn't cool to kill Israelis. That was all it took, bro. That's all it took. They had no idea. They made him do this. All he had to do, like as Garrosh said, you made me what I am. They can dish it, they can't take it.
They did create this. They did force Ethan's hand. They took a guy that agreed with them on 90% of the issue and then made him out to be a monster because he dared question their favorite multimillionaire socialist on the specifics of a conflict during a live stream talking about that conflict. And his community just didn't like him or the narrative being questioned even in the slightest. So they decided to start retaliating and saying all this crazy unhinged about Ethan. And Hassan just sat back and let it all happen. Because deep down, he agreed with all those chatters that were saying all those unhinged things. Deep down, he wanted to use their opinions as a proxy for his own. Because he didn't have the courage to say it himself. And these people that are in Hassan's community and the content creators orbiting him are just so used to doing this toxic routine of internet shit-flinging that they didn't realize that they were taking an ally and turning it into literally their worst enemy. These people like Gato and Bad Empanada were literally asking for this. Well, now, here it is, guys. Enjoy. You know, I hope the lifetime of crippling legal debt is worth getting some internet points in the eyes of your favorite multimillionaire. Now, let's see if your neighborhood socialist saves you from all that crippling legal debt. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here.